Hello, everyone. I'm Nick Bradley.
And I'm EvilMog.
And I'm sick, Dave Bales. Welcome to Not the Situation Room.
Ugh.
Also, great big welcome to EvilMog. We've been trying to get you on here for a while now, and I'm glad we finally caught you.
Oh, thanks for having me. I'm a huge fan of the show.
You are way too kind. And Dave, you caught him. You make him sound like a Pokemon. Uh,
It might be.
I mean, then again, with that name, I guess I could understand the mistake, but
Yeah.
that's the wrong game world. He's a Moogle, man.
The Moogle? What's
Yeah,
a Moogle?
you don't know what a Moogle is. You're gonna have to look it up. I guarantee people watching will know what it is.
Oh man, now I feel stupid.
Nah, don't. You're just not a Final Fantasy person, apparently.
I am not.
Sadly, however, Space Rogue will not be with us today. He rogued a little too hard and is going to have to cool his jets in the Phantom Zone for a bit.
Oh, rogued, not vogued.
Yeah,
Never
yeah,
mind.
Rogue.
Do I even want to know what he did? I
Nope,
mean,
you
really?
don't. You don't. So let's go ahead and get into today's stories. It's Space Rogue. The sky is the limit.
Wow.
Yeah, I did that. That was so
I can't believe
corny.
you did that.
All right, so first and foremost, before this specific topic gets too stale, Mog, I'm calling you right to the plate first because I know you've been dying to talk about this since a couple weeks ago, and that's what in the world is going on with the Amazon network?
So you mean AWS, the place where everybody seems to host all their services?
Apparently,
Certain region called US East 1 tends to go down every once in a while. Some of my friends say friends don't let friends host in US East 1. Uh, but in this case, it started off, last month we had the big DNS outage, which wound up being a DynamoDB outage, which wound up being a whole bunch of management agents all basically gone amok.
yeah, but guess
This
what? It
time,
wasn't. It wasn't a
yeah,
cyber attack.
no, it was not a cyber attack. It was DNS. It's always DNS's fault. When it's not, it's BGP. But in this case, it was DNS. They got hit again apparently last week with yet another outage. Supposedly, some monitoring system wound up doing checking on a load balancer, and it took everything down. There's rumors this may be related to the fixes from the last DNS outage. So hopefully we're all done. But yeah, a lot of us weren't affected because we host ourselves in US East 2, right? Not just the main and oldest zone they have.
Don't we
I
know
was gonna
people at
say,
Amazon?
what's that?
Don't we know people at Amazon?
We do, and it's just I wonder like is it just that one? I mean, are we just too reliant on AWS? I mean, what? Because you'd have thought the sky it was the end of the world. I had people calling me right and left going, my whole business is down. Like, what do you want me to do? I'm not Amazon.
So and here's the point, like, isn't the cloud supposed to free us from things like availability zone monitoring and putting all our eggs in one basket? I mean, building a data center to, tier 159 standards is hard. If I have to go spend three times as much to get my cloud resilient, what was the point?
It's like the whole cloud somehow. I guess it goes back to what you just said of putting all your eggs in one basket. It was so strange to me. I figured, well, something as big as Amazon, just shift, move to another part that's not down, right? But I guess it's not that easy.
You know,
Well, and
Amazon's
apparently
singing a song, right? I'm just a little black rain. Never mind.
Okay, Pooh Bear.
that's terrible. Well, and there's the thing, like you think, AWS would have additional
Failover,
capabilities
redundancy.
into other zones. Yeah, like Canada or I don't know, the West Coast even. San Francisco has all this data center gear, but no, everything's reliant on the oldest and original.
It's like, don't get me
It tells me
wrong.
that there's like an East 2 that maybe they could switch over to.
There is. It's what he just said earlier. It's like, don't get me wrong. I'm a huge fan of Amazon on all the things between the little home AIs that we've got everywhere now, the little dots and Amazon Prime and everything else. And I'm probably triggering people's Amazons if that's their call word for their assistant. But I don't know. It's like the internet was broken.
I'm trying to figure out who thought it was a good idea to have a bookstore host all of our data in the first place.
I never saw that coming.
Yeah, yeah, no. I didn't see Amazon becoming what they became either, though. So,
All right, so enough slapping Amazon around because I don't want to get too mad at me. So what else have we got for the day, Dave?
I use way too much Amazon Prime, so I'm
Oh
going to
yeah, I
stop
don't
here.
want them mad at me and getting rid of me because I will cry.
All right. So check this out. There's a recent MIT Sloan paper that claimed over 80% of ransomware attacks now use AI. How you like that?
Seriously? Did you
Yep,
say, oh, God, 80%?
80.
I can't
I
afford
can't,
that many tokens.
I can't even get 80% of the people I know to use AI just to make their jobs easier.
Well, yeah, that would probably explain why the paper was withdrawn after experts said that that was complete and total BS and was not backed up by solid evidence.
Hold on, before you go any further, I just have to
Yes.
clarify. Like this is the MIT, right? Not like just some other college that happens to have the same initials. It's like
Uh,
the
this is the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, Sloan College.
just making sure.
Hey,
Yeah.
look at the bright side. Peer review works.
You know what? You can't deny that because that's where this came from. This was conducted by MIT Sloan and a cybersecurity company called Safe Security. I've never heard of them. They purportedly analyzed thousands of ransomware incidents and found that most attackers use AI.
And there's the funny part. You don't need to take our words for this. Even Kevin Beaumont and Marcus Hutchins, two very well-known people in the security community, has said this was just flat out wrong.
Wasn't
They
too
point out,
hard. Go ahead.
but the Beaumont pointed out there's a paper list that was very old. There's inactive malware groups that's AI driven. So, there's the old made up references yet again creeping their way through.
Yeah, it wasn't the data wasn't even from 2025. It was from 2024, which makes it even more questionable. I
I mean,
mean,
I can
Well,
forgive the academics for using older data, but outright, claiming current stats, that's the wrong part, right?
well, it's also the only time that they had complete stats for a year. So I think we can give them a little bit of a break. I'm going to play devil's advocate here, give them a little bit of a break on that because they don't have data for, all of
25. No,
2025.
I get it. We've seen that in a few papers, even the more recent ones on other topics that it references 2024, right? And I keep wanting to go, that's so old. It's like, wait a minute. It's still the only complete year.
Yeah.
2025 is still in progress.
That's right. This reminds me of a quote Space Rogue once told me, and I'm going to quote it now just because he's here. Always talk about the future or the past, never about the present, because you never know what's actually going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I might have heard
I can't debate that.
it's accurate.
It's 100% accurate.
So I mean, in the end, I guess that really explains why they removed the paper and it's being updated. So
Well, I mean, if you look at it, the paper really did seem a little bit AI-ish.
you did not just do that. Oh hell. So I mean, I know we all know the AI revolution is going to continue. It's not going anywhere. I mean, Skynet. But
Oh boy.
it's obvious that AI is going to be a part of the bad actor standard issue toolkit, right? But let's not claim the sky is falling when it isn't.
No, Chicken Little can go rest in his
No,
coop right
here's the
now.
thing.
You
Where
wanted to
AI
say
is
something
handy
worse. I
for,
almost thought you were going to.
yeah. But where AI is actually useful for in this case is like fixing my spelling errors. Remember back when the original phishing emails were for some Nigerian prince who could barely, type English? Now
Right.
at least the English is reasonably accurate. It's verbose, but it's accurate for the most part.
Yeah.
That part I will back you up on 100% because phishing specifically has become a lot more dangerous now that AI can make it so much more believable. Phishing, the use of phishing as a successful entry point has gone up exponentially.
And that kind of leads into the next story because this is about a scam that hits kind of close to home for me. Some of you may have experienced this. But cyber criminals are targeting hotels and travelers by hijacking real Booking.com accounts from hotel staff. And once they have access, they use those compromised accounts or a fake WhatsApp message to contact customers directly to apologize for double charging them on their bookings.
Yeah, that's I feel you because what happens is they have what they need for you to trust them.
They
They
do.
have real booking details. They have your name, reservation dates, reservation numbers, room info. I mean, they have everything that they need for them to sound like they're the genuine article, right? And so it's a lot easier to trick victims into trusting them and maybe sending payments to fix something or providing your financial information to get a refund, which is not going to go the way you think it is. I mean, I had one of these situations happen to me where they were trying to get me to call them to fix a double booking that didn't exist.
Yeah, and that's the
What?
thing. Breaches these days aren't for credentials, right? They're about personal information. Authentication is no longer just passwords. It's what do I know about you? How can I verify you're going somewhere? It's, and it all comes down to financial crime.
Hmm.
Yeah, and that's what this one was going to come down to. I got an email from the company that I booked my hotel through apologizing for double charging me. So there was a button in the email, a little hyperlink button that says to get charges reversed, click
Click it,
here.
click it, click everything.
I was going to, and then I remembered our episode about the unsubscribe button, and I said no. I said no. So,
Don't.
but the email looked fine. It really did. But I also knew that based on the fact that I didn't get a notification for a double charge, that I was not double charged. But to the layperson, they would have looked at this and said, "Uh-oh, I better go in there and figure it out." Now, while I did not click on it, I can imagine that I'd have been asked for my credit card number to confirm that that was in fact the card that they double charged.
Well, of course, so they can send your money back, right?
Exactly. And, that
And they
card's,
may have even had access to the last four of your credit card number and enough to make it look believable. So they might have been asking for things like your CVV or
yeah,
the things that they are missing.
Right.
right. And that would have been very bad and people would have been angry and upset with me.
Well, it'd have been very good for them
Oh, it would have been a great day for them.
if your credit card gets maxed out.
Whoo, boy. Do not want that card maxed.
Mog, have you got any stories of the like?
No, I mean, I've had a few cards get charged, but every time I get something, hit, they just reverse it rapidly thanks to Canada's beautiful consumer protection laws.
Yeah, I haven't had too many issues with that around here. Usually I've been lucky enough or smart enough, however you want to look at it, to catch it before it goes anywhere.
I gotta move. I gotta get out of Florida. I gotta get out of Florida.
See, that was the other story I was going to talk about, and that one had to do with a Florida man because it definitely is always going to be a Florida man. And that was the one that got arrested for the insider thing, but maybe we'll talk about that on the next one.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
So, guys, I think that's all the time we have for today. Let us all know what you thought about today's video.
Do you agree? Disagree? All feedback is welcome and help us get to 200 followers.
Yeah, we're still
Bye.
trying. We're still trying. So, like, follow, share, subscribe, comment, tell your friends. We can use this, we can use the clicks. And
We'll see you next time.